put up quite a fight. Blasters, cannons, that glowy thing.
You mean the lightsaber?
That's it.
We are live, guys. I'm Mr. Blistek.
And I'm Revenue GS.
Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And today's episode of Star Wars Clone Wars, episode 11, spoiler review, we have Dooku being captured. And also the first feature of Hondo, the pirate. One of the coolest pirates. Wait, who's your favorite pirate?
We don't know too many pirates. Hondo, I don't really mess with.
You don't mess with Hondo?
Nah, bro, I think he's corny, bro. Like, he's always trying to be funny. He's always trying.
You don't think he's a funny guy? Man's I see. Alright, cool, yeah. So you mind saying for this episode?
Episode's calm. I mean, I think it starts off good. I think it starts off with way more energy than it ends with. Like, I think the best parts of the episode happen at the beginning, where they just break down the story. Anakin's been captured, as usual. Obi-Wan's here to break man out, get me. And then just the dialogue with Dooku and Obi-Wan, I feel that's good about the episode. But it's obvious, obviously it ends, not on a cliffhanger, but it's like a to be continued without a to be continued, which I feel like is tough because it's only 25 minutes long. So it's like when you're just getting into it, it's ending. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's a calm episode.
Sam.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. It's just good to see that. Obviously, I think up until now we've been seeing sides that have either been partnering with the Separatists or the Jedi. And now it's good to see that there are people out there, I think especially in the Outer Rim, these pirates are on either side and will use any kind of leverage they can just to get what they want, get what they need, and move on with their life. So it's pretty sick to see that.
You know what's interesting, like right at the beginning of this episode, is that the Jedi infiltrate the Separatist ship, right? So Obi-Wan and him looking for Anakin, he opens up a cell with 2 prisoners inside. And then he locks them back up. Which is mad to me. Because, like, there is prisoners in your ops cell. Why would you leave them there? Like, you've opened up. Like, you don't necessarily have to go in there to free them up. But you've opened up the door. So why close it back? That door. Like, that scene in itself is mad, fam. That Obi-Wan would make that decision.
Mission, isn't it?
I don't know, yeah. Well, there's that, the operational side of it, where it's like, I only came here to free Anakin, which he says.
Yeah.
He says, you ain't the person I'm looking for, closes the door back. I understand that. But then the next thing is like, even though the Separatists are the ops, the people they've captured, you don't necessarily know, like, what they've done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them man could have been, like, murderers, rapists, pedos. Like, you wouldn't know. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, but the Separatists are not doing that.
But you don't know. Like, we actually don't know. Like, who, like, the Republic, like, they're running their thing.
Yeah.
And the Separatists are running their thing. So, if they've got someone captured, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, they're your ally. But at the same time, you don't know what they've done, and you're not here for that.
Yeah, but my thing with this is that they know what the Separatists are doing. They're at war with the Separatists, right? They know, like, to them... Right, if I am the hero of this thing, yeah, and you know what I'm saying, like the Jedi thing they are, if we're the peacekeepers and I'm going against an op who's out here doing crud, you know what I'm saying, kidnapping, extortion, all sorts, wouldn't that tell you that like these people, they're not, they can be innocent, that they're trying to rip off the same way they're trying to rip off everyone? There
could be, but there might not be. Like, and that's not Obi-Wan's decisions to make.
Yeah, but the it's not like the Separatists are space cowboys that are here patrolling and stuff like that. That's not the case. So to them, they are the baddies. So, like, it doesn't make sense to me why he would just shut the door. Oh, well, I've opened the door. All right, cool. Oh, sorry,
That's
wrong
not-
cell,
it's not the
and
mission.
just
It's not the
keep
mission.
like yeah. But he didn't. My thing is, he didn't have to close it. Why did you have to close it? Like you
It's not-
opened it
it's-
by accident. Oh, sorry, it's not the thing. All right, cool, you man go. Do you know, like that's what I don't understand. You
We always
went
talk
on
about Obi-Wan
to
as a
close-
we always talk about Obi-Wan as a company man. So, bruv, to me that like it's not a deep decision for him to open it up, not them boom close the door. For him, Obi-Wan, the company man, it's not a deep decision. If that was Anakin who did that, I'd be with you. Like Anakin's more of a rebel, more of a you guys probably didn't do anything. You can go, but it's Obi-Wan, so it's like that's what Obi-Wan would do. Like I feel like it's Obi-Wan, isn't it? You get me? Like
That's mad to me, bro.
that's Obi-Wan, isn't it? Like he doesn't ever really make decisions that aren't company-based decisions, bruv. Like he follows the law to the letter of the T. Get me? If the directive says go get Anakin, that's all he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's what lets me down about him, bro. Because you're just too caught up in like you said, the company man, innit? Like that you're not even seeing, like, bro. I think that's one of the aspects I hate about Obi-Wan, and there's not many things I dislike about the guy. But when it comes to stuff like this, like, bro, it's bait. Like it's annoying to me because I like the guy, but then you go and do something like that. It's just like, bro, like it's mad, isn't it? But another thing is as well for me is that, you know, the way I see like Dooku with Obi-Wan, yeah, like whenever I see them together, to me I always have that feeling like, oh look, there's your granddad.
I wouldn't go as deep as granddad, but I see as like a nephew. I feel like there's Yoda trained Dooku and Qui-Gon are boys. Then Obi-Wan is Qui-Gon's younger. So
no, he trained Qui-Gon.
Even though, okay, he can't train him, but I still see that as more of like an uncle vibe instead of a granddad vibe, innit? Because it's just like, the way they talk to each other, it's just like, man's throwing gems to your nephew, like, young and you'll learn one day, boom, boom, boom. Maybe it is the granddad vibe, if that's why you see it like that.
Yeah.
But I always, like, I don't feel like Dooku's that old in that sense, do you know what I'm saying? And I always see, even if he trained Qui-Gon, I always see Qui-Gon and Dooku on the same level. On the same level, do you get me? So I would just see him as like looking at Qui-Gon's youth.
I was going to say the same thing between Obi-Wan and Anakin. So do you guys feel like Obi-Wan really feels Anakin's on the same level as him, just not the same title?
See, for me, I feel like Obi-Wan doesn't look at it like that, but from my eyes, I see them two as older, younger brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Same dad, Qui-Gon. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't, like, that's how I see that. So Obi-Wan's like, yeah, bruv, I got to look at, like, Obi-Wan is the company man or the brother that listens to the parents, and then Anakin is the reckless younger one whose brother's going to do everything by the book, so he's got leeway to do whatever he wants, and his older brother's always going to be there to rescue him.
That's what I'm saying, because the whole cave situation where it's like, Obi-Wan just knew Anakin could just handle himself, so he was constantly just mocking him, but that made me feel like Obi-Wan knows what he's capable of, so that's why he was never getting involved. So man was just like checking his lightsaber, oh, this thing's not working. Anakin's out here like obviously trying to just distract the monster, but it felt like, yeah, like you're saying, just a brother vibe, but
yeah, like you older brother, you're always gonna send the little one to do the chores that you don't want to do, innit? Like, but it's funny because they always kind of like, and this is a very, I would say, unorthodox relationship within the Jedi, because you never kind of see that relationship with anyone sort of like bantering and stuff like, or shoving the blame to each other. Do you know what I mean? And then when they have that thing going on between them two, but then when they both get caught up in the situation where they both get saved by even the younger one, Padawan, Ahsoka, they're like, no, like they tried to disarm the whole thing to make her feel like, it's not her doing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's fun to see that dynamic in it, like between them two. Anything else on this episode?
I just want to go back to Sam's point. I think there's times where Obi-Wan does say that, like, yo, Anakin, you'll be a better Jedi than I'll ever be. Because, bruv, he's just the chosen one, innit? Like, get me? Like, you can see it, bruv. So I feel like Obi-Wan's just known, like, bruv, my mission is to guide, man. Do you get what I'm saying? But this you, innit? Like, get me?
That's mad. Alright, cool.
Oh, anything else with the episodes? Yeah. I'm thinking, like, the whole Palpatine scenario, when Hondo's talking to Palpatine, and it's like, yo, we want 1 million credits, and then Palpatine's trying to do everything he can to discredit Hondo's actually capturing Dooku. Then when Dooku gets on the mic, he's just covering his face like, you man, don't see me. I've been captured by pirates. Like, the 2 Jedis, the whole Jedi Alliance and the Rebels can't get me, but man got caught slipping by these man. So yeah, fam. I just throwing in that shame. I enjoy it.
That's peak that he was actually covering his face.
Nah, brother, fam. Come on, brother. He's looking at his boss, fam. His boss who's FaceTiming, man, telling him his waist, you failed again, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm looking forward to see that conversation with them two.
Right.
This is what you're doing, Alex. How you representing me out there, yeah? It's man.
It makes sense in the end, like, well, obviously, you know how Sith Lords run it with, like, bare apprentice killing the next one. So it makes sense with, like, obviously Dooku's way older. Like, I feel like Dooku is at the age where it's like, bro, you're too old to be an apprentice. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like ultimately that will play a huge part in the whole let Anakin finish, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's calm. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you locking in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and if you also want to see our watch-alongs, head over to patreon.com/ where you get to see these every single week. Plus, Bad Batches around the corner as well. Listen, you don't want... listen, it's about to get mad. And you don't want to miss that. But other than that, I'm Raven your GS.
So, Mr. Blitztech.
Joe 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.